I'm here with the Kodak FZ45 versus the FZ55 to see what the exact differences are here, and there are quite a few differences here. So the 45 has 4x zoom and the 55 has a 5x zoom, and that can make quite a difference at some distances. So these also have digital zoom, of course, but the optical zoom, that can make a lot of difference in the image quality. So let's take a look at that. So let's look at some images of these FZ45 and 55 next to each other, because there are quite some differences. Now, of course, the zoom of the FZ55 lets you get just a little bit closer without using any digital zoom. And you can really see that with these penguin images. So this is zoomed 5x with the FZ55. You can really see those cool colors and those penguins up close. We weren't that far from the enclosure here, just with the water in between us, just a little bit of a distance. So that green is really cool here. And then this is zoomed 4x with the FZ45. There was just a little bit extra light coming in, so it's just a little bit overexposed, I think. But otherwise, the quality of the images of the two cameras is just exactly the same for all the images that we took. But being able to get in just a little bit closer without using any digital zoom or any image degradation that you get with digital zoom, I think that's really great from that FZ55. So it's really cool to see those differences here. And then let's look at another image. So this is the FZ55 zoomed in 12x. You can still see those details of those penguins and not that much of image degradation, because this also already has some digital zoom, of course. And then a 12x zoom with the FZ45 at exactly the same spot. You can see just a little bit more of that degradation already, and it's also just a little bit harder to keep it steady and take that image. So I think the sweet spot for the FZ55 with that 5x optical zoom is of course 5x to up to perhaps 12, and then for the FZ45 it's 4x to about 8 zoom, so you also get a little bit of that digital zoom. Then let's take a look at some image of a black monkey right here. So here's a black monkey with a 4x zoom on the FZ45. It's not even that far, but the 4x just gives you a nice image here with a little bit of a larger monkey in the middle. And I really like that green there in the background. Now if you zoom in just a little bit more here, an 18x zoom with the FZ45, you can already start seeing the degrading of the image here. So 18x, that's just a little bit too much to get a really quality image from the camera. Then 18x zoom with the FZ55 with the monkey that was to the left of there, just a little bit farther away. You can see that same image degradation, but just a little bit less. I really like the green here of the tree in the back, and the monkey was moving a lot, so it's just a little bit blurry, but it's cool to see that the degradation is just a little bit less here with the 18x zoom on the FZ55 than the 45. So nice quality images there. And then let's look at a brown monkey where you can see the same thing. Let's see, brown monkey with 4x zoom on the FZ45. I really like the color in the background here, the red brownish hue. I think it captured that really well, and the monkey is very cool, very in focus here, and just the people on the left bottom here are just blurry because they're walking quite fast. And then when I look at the same image with the FZ55, and that's zoomed at 5x, it's just a little bit closer, just gives you that extra little bit of distance that you can see the monkey with. And we were quite far away here, and the image quality, I think I moved just a little bit more here, but I really like the colors here as well. And then when we move just a little bit closer, let's see, this is a nice image of the FZ55 with 5x zoom. I think this is a perfect example of a quality image that you can get with a camera like this. The monkeys are a little bit dark because of the wooden structure that they're under here, so there's much light, but I really like the colors and they're quite sharp. And then let's see that same brown monkey here with a 12x zoom on the FZ45. You can already see a little bit of degrading here of the image. So I think that 4 to 8x range is perfect for the FZ45. And then that same image with the FZ55. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have one here where we zoomed in 20x, and then we can see a little bit of that degrading here as well when we look at that. So you can really get a lot more zoom with the FZ55 out of that. Now when we look at a same type of picture here with a phone, so here is a 5x zoom with the Nothing phone, You can see the monkey quite clear. 5x is still okay, but you can already see some asterisks here and a little bit degrading of the image. And then when we zoom in 12x with the Nothing phone, this is just completely unusable. And while you look at the 12x with the FZ45 here, that I still have open, and I'll probably be able to show these side by side here for you in frame, so you can see the difference. So there's a lot less degrading here with the FZ45. It's still maybe a little bit usable. I could have done a better job of holding the camera still, although it's quite hard to do that. But you can get some quality images at this kind of zoom, but with your phone it's just completely unusable. So I think that's cool to see those differences right there. And then let's look at close-up of a panda right here. So this zoo also has a panda, which is also cool to see. So this is the FZ55 at 5x zoom. Look at that panda up real close, and here it is with the FZ45 at 4x zoom. So just a little bit further away, you can get a little bit more granular and into detail with that FZ55 than with the 4x of the 45 here. But other than that, I think the image quality is quite the same here. Now there are some other minor differences here. So this one is a little bit thicker here, and that is because it has AA batteries in there. So, well, that makes it easier to take like some rechargeable batteries with you and have some extra ones. But this one has here a rechargeable battery. Now both can take SD cards, of course, for loading your photos onto. But I think the addition here of the rechargeable battery that you can take out is just a little bit better than the AA batteries, a little bit better thought out. That also makes it a little bit lighter than this one with the batteries in it. So this one is actually a little bit smaller and thinner and lighter than the FZ45, but it does give you that extra 5x zoom instead of 4x, which can, as we have seen, make quite a difference here. So the rest is quite the same. You zoom with the little buttons here at the back. So zoom in and zoom out. This one as well. The zoom buttons, W is zoom out and T is zoom in. So quite easy to use. I would have liked to see them closer to the snap button here to snap a picture, because sometimes you zoom in and then you're searching for the snap button and you lose the animal that you're focusing on. But the rest, that's quite the same. It also has a little flash here at the top and here as well that you can turn on and off. Just one quick button. So the menu is also the same, although the layout is just a little bit different. The buttons all do the same thing. So this is the exact same camera and just a little bit of a different chassis here to accommodate for the batteries. Other than that, they're very easy to use, these. So you also have a USB in here and here as well, so you can take the pictures off, and that's also for charging this one. You can charge this with your computer, or you can use like any type of adapter and charge this. I think other than that, the image quality is quite the same. I do think that this one gives you a lot more bang for your buck. So if you're going to choose between two, I'd choose the FZ55 for the extra zoom and the battery and lightness here, because this is very light. I really like this one and I really recommend.